Welcome to our used 2014 KZ Spree 322 BHS. Starting right in your back bumper here. If you just reach in, pull this cap on out of there. Inside of the bumper, you're going to find your sewer hose. Take note of those two ears and the adapter here. It's how they're hooking it up to your sewer system. And the hose itself, once fully extended, is about 20 feet long. Just keeping it stored in the bumper back here to help keep any sort of stench out of the unit, keep things under pressure. And that cap just presses back into place. In this corner, as well as each corner of the trailer, you're going to find a stabilizer jack. All they do is they run down, contact the ground, give it another turn or so just to firm it up, and that'll get rid of any sort of bounce or sway that you see you got in the unit right now, just to keep things firm while you're out camping. A couple of steps forward and get the service light here, switch just right underneath it. Right beside it is your short cord inlet. As you pop it open, you're going to find a little notch in the bottom corner there, lines up with that notch here. You're going to press those in together, a little eighth turn to lock it into place, then you get the thread collar in the back there to properly lock it down. As you follow the cord back, you're going to find a standard 30 amp end there. Most campsites will have that. You can plug straight on in and you're good to go. We do also provide you with a 15 amp adapter, so if you're looking to plug in at home to charge your batteries or run your fridge, you got the power to do so. Kind of up from there, we get your sewer system. So you get that cap here. It's got the same two ears on it that your sewer hose had. You're going to kind of press on it, give it a turn, it'll pop on out of there. Sewer hose will attach the same way, just going in, locking it down into place. On the left, you get a gray valve. On the right, you get a black. Black valve is controlling your black tank. Black tank is filling your toilet. Of course, going to be your dirtiest water, so we'll dump that first. Once that's done, you can then come to the gray. Gray tank is going to be filled from your sinks as well as your shower. We want to dump that last to help keep that sewer hose as clean as possible. Towards the front of the unit, we're going to find your fresh water inlet. So this little cap here, you're going to give that a little turn. You can pop it on out of there. Water hose will plug into there, turn on the water, and that fills up your fresh water tank. You know that tank is full and start spitting water out of that vent there. Straight down underneath, we got this little valve here. That's going to be your drain for that tank. You just open it up, allows itself to drain itself out. Right beside that, we get your storage compartment. So you can pop that open. You get the little thumb latch on the side there, holds it open for you. Inside of here, you're going to find your water hose. Inside of the water hose, you find your park adapter. So 30 amp cord to there, 15 to a standard outlet. Up on the wall here is also your water pump. You do have the winterizing kit already installed. So if you're looking to winterize the unit yourself once it comes time, you got everything just right here to do so. To the front of the unit, you get this black box here. Your battery's housed inside of there. As long as you're plugged into that short cord in the back or your 7-pin to your tow vehicle, that battery will be charging for you. Two little knobs here, you loosen those off and you can push them back, pop open this flap, and you get access to your propane valves. For the video, I'll just pull this right off. Then we can show you that changeover in the back there. So it should currently be blank, just letting us know we've got propane in the system. If it were to go red, it's letting you know you've no longer got any propane there. So we're blank, pointing off to this tank, so it's letting us know we're running off of this tank right now. If it were to go red while you've got it over on that tank, it's just letting you know that tank's now empty. At that point, you flip over to the other side, run off of that tank while you get the other one filled. Same sort of service light out here. Got the little light in the bottom so you can see what you're doing. Standard tongue jack, one way's up, other way's down. Other end of your storage compartment here has the same sort of latch there, holds it open. Inside of here, you're going to find a little light. And you have this little rod here for your awning. Your awning has two little locks here just on the side. You push that thumb latch up, then you can unlock it. Same thing in the back. Little thumb latch up and then unlock it. And then right on the end here, you've got a little ratcheting end. You're going to kind of take that and pull that out towards us. Or push it in. Yeah, pushing it in. Then there's a strap right in the center here. You're going to grab that, pull it on out. And you would extend it, of course, all the way out until you can see the head. Basically until as far as you can pull that strap. Then you'll take this little handle here, you're going to pull that up, then you can extend your legs just to kind of get your awning level. Then you can take this knob here, lock it down. Same thing with the arm in the back there, and that'll be your awning then set up. You can have the arms at different lengths here just to kind of adjust your pitch of the awning to keep it where you like it. Once you're done, you're going to hold the strap and flip that ratchet back over. Once it's back in all the way, you're going to take your locks and just make sure those are back into place. Okay. Also inside of your compartment, we've just got this little patio room here. Just clips on, kind of gives you that extra room underneath your awning. Then you have your jack here for all of your stabilizers. Okay. Little T-latch here would just prop into the door, holds it open for you. This is going to be your main entrance. Entrance in the back is to your rear bedroom. Get your two outside speakers here as well as your porch light between them. Stove vent right down underneath that. Get these two little clips there. You're going to kind of push up on them. You can pop it on open. So of course, whenever you're running your stove, it is putting off fumes, so you just want to make sure that this flap here is opened up, allowing those fumes to be evacuated. Once you're done, just kind of pressing it back into place, and it'll clip in, prevent any dust from kicking up in there while you're out traveling. Down from there is the exhaust for your furnace. So if you're ever running your furnace, just make sure it's not blocked off. It does get hot. Service port for your fridge here. Underneath, it's a GFI protected outlet. And then back here, you get your outside kitchen. Just pops on open. On the right side here, you get the little fridge. That guy's plugged in for you. It is 120 volts. As long as you're plugged in, it's going for you. A little bit of drawer space underneath it. Microwave here, exact same as what you got inside. There's a little switch inside that allows you to choose which microwave you're using, the inside or the outside one. Service light there, more storage space. Cable and satellite outlet in the back, as well as your power outlets there. Hot and cold water here, of course, and that is kind of like a mobile head there. Stove has a little latch on the left side there. You can slide it on open. So for your hose here, you can see it's got this valve on it. With that valve closed, you can operate that quick connect. If you've got it with that valve open, you cannot undo that quick connect, so it's just kind of an added safety. You get the same thing at the trailer here, so you're going to push that collar back, attach our hose, lock it down, and then open up that valve. Underneath the stove, we'll attach the propane hose. Open up the valve, then pop this on open. You get the little wind covers here as well. Turn that over to light, grab a lighter. Simple as that. Once you're done turning it off, letting it cool down, then closing it back off. Close off the flow of propane at the trailer, undo that quick connect, get that dust cap back in there, and then undo it from the stove. For your hose, I just like to attach to itself, just ensures that nothing's getting inside of there, and we'll store it all back away. Then in the back of the unit, you get a ladder so you can get up top and check all your seals. City water connection on the left here. Water hose will attach into there, turn on the water, and that'll pressurize the lines throughout the unit. On the right side is a black tank flush. So you may notice over time, after having gone and dumped your black tank, your monitor panel is still reading 1/3 or 2/3, whatever it may be. Typically just some debris inside of the tank hanging between the probes. So what you'll do is take your water hose and plug it into there, turn on the water, and that'll just pressurize the lines throughout the unit. Hot water tank's right below that. You're gonna line up that keyway, you can pop it on open. All your controls for turning this guy on are just inside the unit. Before turning it on with either source though, you just want to hit this relief valve right there. You should get that shot of water coming out. If you're not getting that water come on out of there, there is a chance that it's empty and you do run the risk of burning out your elements. So you just want to make sure it's full before firing it up. Once you're done, just line up those two bottom holes, lock it back down with the key. Then you get your spare tire here. Then right beside that is your cable and satellite inlet. Coax cable plugs into there, fires up your TV location. So now we'll make our way inside of the unit. For your assist handle here, just up 90 degrees and it'll fall into place, then you can open up your door. You're gonna grab this handle on your steps, pull it straight out, flip this last step over, and then we can make our way inside. First things first, right on the right there, you get your fire extinguisher. That's standard, pull the pin, point and shoot. Kind of some storage underneath here as well, just being mindful of those lines there. Underneath the cabinet is your light switches. The one on the right does your porch light outside. The one on the left does all your interior lights. For your slide, you're going to press and hold out. The slide will make its way out. Once that slide's fully extended, we're just going to hear some clicks from the motors letting us know they've reached their stall. Into the front bedroom here, your light is just on its own center switch there. Antenna here, you're just going to turn that knob. Once it's up all the way, it'll just kind of stop in place. Then you get this slider here, you're going to pull that down, then you can turn it around looking for your best signal. Wherever you find it, you're just going to leave it there. Once you're ready to go traveling though, you just want to make sure that these two arrows are lined up. And bring it down all the way. It just ensures that it sits inside of the channel property and doesn't swing around while you're out traveling. Over on the wall here is your TV backer, power outlet for it, as well as your antenna outlet for it. Turning that antenna on is just that little button there. Get that green light letting you know it is turned on. If you pick up the foot of your bed, you do get access to a little storage compartment. Closet space here on the side. Open storage up top. In the heads of the beds, there's a little reading light on each side. Again, just open storage on this side here. This closet space opens on up, and then you get kind of that CPAP access power outlet for it right there in the front. Blinds throughout the unit, just kind of sit where you leave them. This red tab here, you pull on that to get rid of the screen, take this handle here, throw it outside, hop on out. That's the emergency exit. And then just the sliding doors up front here. And you also have the roof vent up front. Just turn that knob to open it up. On the other side of the wall, you have your entertainment area, so just some storage up top. TV mount already installed by the previous owner. Cable and satellite outlet, power outlet for it. AV cables are hooked into your stereo just right down here, so you can kind of get some surround sound from the TV. Open storage down here otherwise. In the slide out, you have a light switch on the right side here. It does all your slide out lights right in the center here. This light just has a push button right in the side. Open storage up top. This couch here does fold out. You're taking your two back cushions, throw them off to the side. Take this handle here up and out. Swing these legs on out. Back piece folds down. All right, there's your bed. Once you're done, just flipping this back piece back up. Pick up the foot and fold those legs in. And then in half and into place. So the dinette here is of course set up as the dinette. If you're to take the table, wiggle it up and out of its legs, the legs will then wiggle out of their bases. There's three little ledges there that the table will sit onto. You'll take your two back cushions there, fill in the center. That'll create your bed. Just open storage across the top again. In your kitchen, you get your storage up top here. That binder on the left got all of your owner's manuals in it, and your remotes, any keys should be right in there. Light down here as well. Hot and cold water at the sink, of course. You do also have a mobile head here. One sink cover there. Storage underneath, as well as all your drawer space here. Microwave up top. It's pretty standard, just like home. This is that switch I was telling you about, so you have the choice between the inside or the outside microwave. The range vent just has a light as well as a fan. So this is that fan that you want turned on with that flap outside opened up. For the oven, you're going to grab a lighter, turn it over to light. Just kind of going through. Once you're done, just turn it all back off. Oven pops on open. You have the knob on the right. You're going to push that over to pilot and press and hold. And right in the back there, we can get that pilot light going. Once you have it going, you just hold the knob for another couple seconds, then you can release and the flame will hold itself. There we go. Turn up to your desired temperature and then she'll fire right up. Once you're done, turn it back down just to pilot, but if you're going traveling, you want to make sure it's right off. Return air for your furnace down there, so just kind of making sure that doesn't get blocked off. Power converter beside it, press it top and center to pop it on open. All of your breakers are in the middle there. Whenever breaker breaks, it sits in the center, so just turn it off and then back on to reset it. All of your fuses on the right side. Whenever a fuse pops, you get that little red light right beside it, letting you know exactly which one went. Right in the corner from there is your LP detector. Propane's heavier than air, sits on the floor. This guy detects and starts going off just like a smoke detector would. Smoke detector is kind of by your entrance here. There we go. Fridge, super straightforward. Auto is first looking for AC power. If AC power is taken away, it'll flip over to gas. If you want it to run solely on gas, just flip it over to gas. It'll run on that. Temp selection on the right side. Freezer up top. Fridge down low. Around the corner, we get your thermostat. It's pretty straightforward there with the slider over to the left. That's sitting cool. Select your temperature. It'll fire up the air conditioner. With your air conditioner going, you got a couple different options. You got all these louvers here. If you've got them all closed, we'll be using our ceiling ducting to move the air. Or you can open them up and it just kind of dumps all of its air into the living room here. So when you first get out to your campsite, you want these open, cool off this area as quickly as possible, then you can close them off, start moving the air throughout. If you bring this slider over there to center left, that'll run just the fan, so you're going to get no cooling, just kind of the fan moving some air around. Center right is off, and then over to the right is heat. Select your temperature, it'll turn on the furnace. Furnace is moving its air through these little brown portals that you have up on the walls. Center right there, turn it off. Underneath that's your slide out switch. Press and hold out, and this back slide will make its way out. Same deal, once that slide's fully extended, we're going to hear some clicks from the motors. Alright, just a little pantry space here. And then in this back bunk room, you got your lights all just on their own center switch. Roof vent there, turn that knob to open it up. You do have the little ladder there, as well as the kind of crib keeper there, just to kind of prevent people from rolling out, I guess. You have the one big bed, and this top bed here, another bunk space over here. All just open storage down here as well. This also pops open. Then of course you have the ladder here to get up top as well. TV space in there, so you have your outlets for it. More just drawer space there. And then lastly, we'll head into the bathroom here. So that's that rear entrance that we had outside. Light switches over on the right side. Medicine cabinets here. Roof vent, turn this knob to open it up. Back corner, you get the switch, it turns on the fan. For the toilet, just flips on open, get your flusher front and center. Then up on the wall from there, you get your hot water tank controls. So electricity on the right, gas on the left. Turn that switch on, you get that red light there letting you know the ignition sequence will start. Once the sequence is started, that light's going to go out, and we'll try that 3 times. If after the 3rd try it hasn't fired up, that light will come on and stay on. At that point, just off, back on to reset it. Monitor panel beside it, bottom corner, you get your water pump switch, turns on the water pump drawing out of your fresh tank to pressurize your lines. Monitor systems above that, it's a battery. You can see we're currently C for charging, G would be good, F is spare, L is low. Fresh tank, as you fill that up, we'll go to 1/3, 2/3, and full. Same idea for your black and your gray tanks. Hot and cold water at the sink, of course. A little bit of storage underneath it. Right around the corner from there, you get your GFI protected outlet. Test on the left, reset on the center. So if you ever have outlets that don't work, it's the first thing you should check. And then lastly, in your shower, standard head and hose, hot and cold water, of course, and also just a little tub space there. Now, if you've got any other questions on the unit, please feel free to give us a call, 204-237-7272.